Hi everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome to this month's Cut Apart Crazy, the collaboration with Laura Alberts, Catherine O'Shea and Rebecca Lockhart Scraps. So this is a series that was created by Laura Alberts. She invited us to join in on the fun, and the idea is to focus on all those cut apart sheets that we get in the collections. So most, if not all collections, I guess not all, most, have these sheets whereby you have a range of cut aparts, whether it be 3x4, 6x4, 4x4, 2x2, borders, so many different varieties. So each month on the first Wednesday, no, on the 9th of the month, I think it is, whenever it is, it's once a month, guys. We will be bringing you a Cut Apart Crazy video, all four of us, and we will be delving in. I think Laura is using the same collection all through the year, the Day in the Life from Echo Park, which I did consider doing, but I've gone for different each month. Because rather than this being a particular album, this is going to mix in with my normal album. If I'm honest, I don't really have albums organised. They're all in big boxes at the minute, but shh. Anyway, this month I am using Good Stuff from Simple Stories. This is their annual collection this year. So in their collection kit, you get 12 pattern papers, one for each month. I do have 2 papers for each month, although I have used some. And you get the cut apart and then the pattern paper B-side. So obviously if you want some pattern paper as well, then you'll need to get 2 of each sheet so that you have this as well as this. I have also gone through the 6x8 paper pad and pulled out this. What I really like with Simple Stories, they have started doing, they have the cut aparts in here as well, obviously, because it's a repeat of the pattern papers, but they haven't sized them down, they've kept them 3x4. So you get less, but you do get 4 3x4s, which I really like. And I'm thinking I want to use all 4 of these, maybe. I'm not as keen on this month's cards, but I will use at least a couple of them. It's just these 2 I'm not keen on, but the rest, to be fair, I do like. These look like a different collection with the colours, but that's why I want to use them, to make sure I bring in all the different colours from the collection. The collection is very much pink, this very deep turquoise, light pink, and this mustard yellow, as well as the green, and there is a nod to craft as well. I've already been through the 2 ephemera packs, got the bits and pieces here, I've got the journal bits here, and this is the page pieces up here. I'd really like to use some of these, but some of them are quite big. Like this camera is massive, but I think I'll definitely use this. I really love that. And this piece, again, it's quite big, but I really like this clip. So I'll use some of them. We'll see as we go along. I've printed my photos. So I have 12 3x4 photos, although my printer / app that I use to size them is still playing up. So as you can see, don't know if you can see that, it's not focusing. Half a 3x4, half a small. It's really very annoying, guys. But that's what we've got, that's what I'll work with. So I am going to get cracking. I am going to use 12x12 white cardstock base. Now what I've done is I've pulled out the March and I've pulled out this. Then these 3 B-sides are what I had left. I've used some of them, so I'm going to use these. So currently I've got the December, July and February, but it's for the pattern paper. I do have all of the embellishments to fall back on. So we've got plenty of embellishment opportunity. Now I did think I'm going to do a double page layout. So let's get the paper up there, let's get these side by side. So I am doing, it's Project Lifestyle and we're using the cut aparts, but I'm not doing a traditional Project Life. I'm going to use this as my base, okay? So this is photos from the last week. I wasn't entirely excited, well it was actually. My very good friend who I live with, Mick, did his performance at Lippicum Dancing which is a take on Strictly Come Dancing. I got a new car, yay! We had the windows in, all our windows, all 24 windows have been changed, but there is me not looking very happy because I couldn't work, because obviously no window. So I want to, some of the pictures are quite dark, some of them are not. So this was actually from the week after, I think. Okay, just gonna have a play. So that's our house with the windows on. You can only see a bit of it, but if you are a regular watcher you will see more of my house. So I'm going to start a little house album. Okay, see, it's really annoying this. Okay. Now, I'm not too fussed about making sure the photos are on the right side. If it was the first part, latter part of the week, that's not a problem with me, guys. Okay, so I'm thinking something along those lines. So we've got 6 and 5. This was the week before I picked it up, I think. Something like that. Let's stick it there. So I'm going to get my trimmer. Oh gosh, heavy trimmer. So in essence we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3x4 cards and 3 6x4 cards, or 6 3x4, 6x4 rather. Okay, so I'm going to use these. Let's get these chopped. Okay, so we've got Happy Day, so I'm going to pop that there. These may move as we get going with it. I've tried to spread the dark photos around. Okay. Oh, I've just noticed. Okay, so that is very pink. I'm just going to put that there. Okay, now I do have a couple of these big cards, so I wonder if they may work as cards. I don't know yet. We can move them, guys, can't we? Okay, then I really want this, so let's use these 2 down here. Or actually, might even use all 3 of the bottom row. Okay, gone over the line there. So we've got right here, right now, quite like that, and we've got this ampersand, but what we could do is use that as a little backing piece for that. Then we've got this, the details, and then we need, okay, so that's going to go there. So let's see, live a colourful life, that works very well. I do quite like this, live life outside the lines. I think that's quite appropriate actually, so that can go there, then that can go there. Just see what we've got on these sheets here. Cheers, y'all. I love the way Laura Alberts, who is part of this collab, who is the creator of this collab, says y'all. I can't say it. Oh, actually, let's use that camera instead. So this one is from July. But as I said, I am using it for the pattern paper on this side. Smile, I love that. And then I've just found this one, I just need to trim a little bit more. I'm sure this trimmer isn't straight, guys. I really, genuinely. This little documented piece. Okay. So let's have a play about. Quite like the placement of all of these, I think. Although, if that comes down there. So obviously I don't need all of this journaling. So I've got one there, one there, one there. Okay. I'm going to push this one off to the side for a moment, if I can get it up. And then bring this one over to here. Then let's just pull in there. Let's focus on this one first. Okay. So I'm just going to build. What I'm going to do is get all the cards down, get all the photos down, then look at embellishment. And there won't be an awful lot because I do have a lot of things on the cards. But I do want to do a bit. So I am following the sort of a layout of Project Life without using the wallet. So these will just go in one of my normal 12 by 12 wallets. So it's a good way if you do want to do Project Life and get those cutter parts used. It's a great way without having to spend the money on the wallets, really. Especially in the UK, it can sometimes be a bit hard to find them. I know they are available more at the minute, plus they're expensive, aren't they? So I just love the idea of doing it like this. I think last month I did Disney. I do like a bit of Disney. Well, this isn't going right, is it, guys? How peculiar. Okay. So, as you can see, it's the photos again. So what I'm actually going to do is leave a bit of a gap here. Like so. And then a bit of a gap here. In fact, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to trim the paper, and then what we could do is we could, oh, that's not very straight, Adam. We could then back the layout if needed. See what I mean about my wonky trimmer? That's not straight in itself. What's Adam doing? Okay, get rid of all of that. And let's straighten this bit out. Okay. Easy way of doing it. There we go. So this probably isn't straight at all, but it is what it is, guys. That's fine. I'm not a straight scrapper. Then we're gonna just line these up. Of course, I'm gonna have to go off the page because I have cut some out. Oh, this is all going wrong, guys. Let's see. I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to stick with it. What I need to do is sort my trimmer out. It's a little bit off. This one is, to be fair, it's probably not my trimmer. It's the fact my printer keeps doing what it's doing, which is actually really annoying, especially for projects like this. Oh, and now this card is stuck to the trimmer. I've always said it, and I will always stay true to it. I will always show you the good and the bad on my channel. So that needs to be fixed. Because I am certainly not perfect at all. Okay, now what did we have there, the photo? I actually quite like it, so it's not a problem. Just going to trim this side off. There we go. And then trim this side off. It's just all about making it work for you. It's not getting stressed or anything like that. There we go. Okay, I just need to sort the dog out. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I have gone ahead and finished this. I had to just sort Milo out, who's having a bit of a fit. Not an actual fit, but a barky fit. So anyway, now I have all my photos down. I have them where I want them. I did want to use this, but I don't think it is going to be used. No. Okay, no. Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going to just have a play, see where we want to put things, and yeah, so I don't think we're going to be using that. It's quite big. However, I do have these, and I would really, really like to get at least one of these on. I'm thinking this Yay, because Mick's performance was amazing, and he did come third, whilst feeling very ill, which I think we would all agree is blooming amazing. Okay, then we've got some of these funky arrows. I'll pop a couple of them on. Now, I wondered if... Okay, I'm going to pop that there. Although, I could have put this there. And then this there. Okay. Can I take that off? Oh, 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 oh. Yes. So, let's see. Does that cover that? It does. So let's put this on. So I'm going to pop this here. So we've got enjoy the... Okay. Enjoy the everyday. Now, that's more of an affirmation for me because this last week rather, not this particular week, but last week has been quite tough. The last month has been very tough, so I like that. Just a bit of a PMA kind of thing. Positive mental attitude. Okay. I'm not sure what that red line is. That must have been a error from me when I screenshotted, because this photo wasn't one that I took. So I'm going to pop this lovely over that and cross slightly over into the card above. See if I can even do it straight, eh? Okay. There we go. Then this is going to be some journaling, I think. I wonder if we could layer that piece there, because I really love that. So I'm going to pop that over there slightly, I think. Okay, so we've got that there. Journaling and journaling. This is probably going to be a bit of an embellishment area. Though we do have this as well. I know it seems a bit daft to layer upon layer, but you know, if that's what I want to do, that's what I want to do. And then I did have this cassette, which I thought matched because it was a show. So I wonder if we can get that on as well. Let's have a look. So I'm going to pop them there. Now this rainbow, which I love, it's just too big, guys, too big. Okay, could use some florals, that's a potential for sure. What about this little one there? There we go. So it's a double page layout, but because there's so much colour from the cards, and I've got so many photos, it really doesn't take much to get it done. It's a nice, quick, easy page, really. And that's the joy of cut aparts. I am a big fan of cut aparts, but it's one of those things that I built up and up and up at one point. So it's great to be doing this series, but it's also great to show how you can use them. I'm thinking next month I won't do a pocket kind of page. I'll do an actual 12 by 12 layout and use cut aparts as part of that. Because I know Catherine did that, I think it was last month, the first month, and it was superb. It really was. Okay. So I'm thinking we'll put this little spot here, and then use this little box as a little date box. So I'm going to pop that there. It's going to cover a little bit of the everyday word, but not so much so that you haven't got a clue what it says, so that's fine. Then I have got this. That's the wrong one. This one. Project Life date stamp. Now this is a really good one because it has movable years, so you can literally have it. It's never going to run out, which I think is really good because that's the pain with some of them. Okay, so we had... No, I always do get it this wrong, so I will test it first just to be sure. I'm going to use my black Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad. Okay, so I did get that right, but I just want to change the piece there. Okay. So I am not too precious about this. If it doesn't quite fit, so we've got the date there, that is fine by me. Okay, so then we've got these. I think now I'm going to leave the ephemera pieces. So these are journaling pieces. I did want to use this though, because this is like perfect. When in doubt, dance it out. But I don't think I'm going to fit it on, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so that's ephemera. And then we have got the sticker book, which I've not really used much of at all yet. Apologies, let me move them up. Apologies about the glare, I'm not going to be able to do much about that. A little speech bubble. Little smiley face. In fact, let's have a couple of those. And I am a big fan of popping stickers, embellishments, whatever it may be, on your photos. I just think it gives that little bit of extra detail, and that's what they're there for, isn't it, really? So I'm going to use a little piece there. This probably isn't going to be journaling now. I'm not a big journaler, I need to make more of an effort, because when I'm old and grey and sitting in my little chair looking through, I won't remember things like that, and that is what I need to remember. So it is something that's in the back of my mind to focus on. Just a teeny weeny little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to pop that there. That just says small details. Intentionally wonky. And I've got this little piece that says photo op. Lots of florals, and I love the washi tape with the florals. I think that's really effective and gives a nice little detail to it. And I'm going to use one just there. Then you get the months of the year, some more icons. Got another little arrow, let's use that. And then the numbers and those titles. I still haven't used any of these because I'm focusing on everything else so much. But I would like to try and even it out so I'm not using all of one kind of embellishment. Okay, so just a quick summary of what the photos are. These two are of my office and flare production room, my scrappy room that I couldn't use because it was covered in stuff. I just lifted a bit of a blanket to try and do a bit of something there, and then they came in to do work. The rest is from Mick's show. These two are, this is going and doing all the paperwork for my new car, our house with the new windows. Mick isn't very well, so that's him sleeping with the dogs. Pippin decided he wanted to sit next to me while I had a bath, and then those are from the show as well, just in case you were wondering. Now I've got this piece that says Hello Sunshine, and that is something Mick says all of the time, and so I would like to get that on where Mick is. There we go. We've got this little piece that says little details. I do have the brads. Let's see if there's anything on here. I think we're at the point where this is almost done though. Don't think we need to overload it much more because it's already very busy, which is natural because of all the photos and cards it's going to be. These are the puffy stickers, which again have deflated and gone crinkly. Simple stories always do that to me, always. Okay. I'm going to pop that there, that just says yeah. Another The little speech bubble hearts thingy majiggy. And the chipboard, which I don't think we will use today. So I think that's it. I'm just double checking. This is all paper. I'm not going to use any chipboard frames. Yeah, I think that I'm happy with that, guys. So as I said, this is Cut Apart Crazy, collab with the three wonderful ladies, who I will leave a link to down below. Now it is a channel link, so just click on the channel link and then press videos at the top, and it will take you to the videos, and then you will simply see it. It will be listed in one of their videos. It's just easier for us to do channel links because it's a monthly collab. We don't want to miss anybody out there or anything like that, because we want to bring you some crazy cut aparts. I am just putting all this, so I wanted to show you this because somebody again asked the other day. So this is how I store new collections. I have them in these Western boxes, which you can purchase at westerns.co.uk, westernboxes.co.uk. Use the code SAUK10 and it'll save you 10% off. They are cheaper than going through any third-party retailer with the code. And I would suggest you buy 18 because you get them super cheap. So I use that. I have the paper at the bottom, all the embellishments at the top, and I generally pop this on top of the paper there so it separates them quite easily. It's a super way of storing everything because it keeps it all together nice and neat. Okay, I just want to add a final couple of heart pieces from a bit of foam. And then what I'll do is I will add these into page protectors, and they'll simply go in my album when I eventually sort my albums out, and it'll just go in my 2022 album. It won't be specifically for Project Life or anything, because I don't want to pressure myself to say I'm doing Project Life and scrapbooking. I will just do a bit of both, which is just easier. It's not about pressuring yourself. Right now I don't need any more pressure, so it's the best thing for me. You could also mat it, which I may end up doing if they are considerably shorter because of my little boo-boos, but I have always said I am not perfect. I'm not a perfect scrapbooker, and things go wrong, guys, like you saw today. So thank you so much for joining me for Cut Apart Crazy. I will be back today with day 9 of 30 days of sketches from Chrissy's Beautiful Life and Daft Prompts. But this is a separate collaboration which I definitely didn't want to miss. And I love it, actually. Wasn't sure at one point, but it's turned out good in the end. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Please do check out the description box for the lovely ladies, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye for now.